What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how narcissists just don't think the same way you do. How trying to understand the mind of a narcissist can drive you crazy. Stay tuned, like and subscribe for more. One thing that a lot of people need to accept about narcissists and toxic people is that they don't think the same way that you do. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist, actually a narcissistic personality disorder. What I mean by that is I talk to so many people, and one of the first things that they say is, I can't believe people would think like that. I don't think like that. Of course you don't. When you try to apply your standards of living and how you think to how a narcissistic person should operate, that will get you caught up a lot. Because a lot of people can't fathom that other people think this way. Like, I would never hurt somebody like that. Guess what? A narcissistic person absolutely will. Most narcissists do not care about how you feel if their needs are being met. Well, why don't narcissists just change and think like everybody else? There's a benefit, y'all, to narcissistic people manipulating people. They get what they want from people. They get to live how they want to live their lives. And people continuously put up with it. People continuously accept their behaviors and over and over again. So ask yourself, why would they change if they don't have to? If there's no one to hold them accountable? So welcome back, y'all. So before we hop into today's episode, y'all, make sure you join my newsletter. The link is in the description of every single video that I do. I have books coming out, kids book, my own personal book, and a few other things coming out as well, y'all, to help you, like I said, to help a lot of different resources, courses and stuff like that. It is not spam. It's email, newsletter list, links in the description. But yeah, y'all, you don't think the same way a narcissist does, y'all. And trying to understand, I think the more you try to understand a narcissist, the more it's like being in a spider web. It's like a fly trying to understand a spider when you're caught in the web. It's just like you're buzzing around, your little fly legs are stuck in this beautiful silk sticky mess. And you're trying to get out of it, right? And you see that big 8-eyed narcissist spider just looking at you. 8 eyes, 8 legs, just looking at you. And they start crawling towards you. And you're trying to understand the logic. Like, why are you crawling towards me? Why are you having this web here? Why are you building a web? Why don't you fly like I do? You know what I'm saying? A fly, a butterfly. You can be a butterfly, y'all. I know I'm not a fly lady. You can be a beautiful butterfly, but you're still in the spider's web. You can be flapping your beautiful. You can be flapping your beautiful butterfly wings all you want to, but that spider is still coming at you. It's like a butterfly trying to understand the inner workings of a spider, y'all. The more you try to understand it, the more you stop trying to fight to get out of it. You see what I'm saying? You're stuck in this web, and you're fighting to get out of it. And instead of trying to focus on how to get out, you focus on trying to understand the spider that's barreling towards you with its fangs out, ready to chomp down on you. You know what I mean? Narcissistic people, like, we think we are extremely self-serving people, y'all. Our first thought is going to be self-serving. It just is, y'all. It's self-serving. How can this serve me? Not how can I help somebody else? How can this serve me? Not how does this situation serve me? You might not think that way, y'all. You might come from a place like, how can this serve? How can I serve others? How can I be of service to others? You're not thinking like that, y'all. You're not thinking like, why do narcissists cheat? Why can't they just love people like we love? Why don't they do this? Why don't they do that? Y'all, the more you try to dig deeper into the mind of a narcissist, the more you're going to be confused, especially if you're still with them. If you're still with them, trying to find a reason to stay, trying to understand their logic is the worst thing you can do, because then when you start to try to understand their logic, you might start to justify their behaviors towards you. Oh, they act this way because they were neglected as a child, so I should show them more love even though they're neglecting me. You see what I'm saying? I should do more for them even though they're being neglectful to me, even though they're treating me badly. I should probably do more for them than I've already been doing. No. Narcissists, we just think differently. We're all human beings. I know that's a point of objection for some of y'all. Y'all be like, nope, Lee, got you right there. Narcissists are not human beings. Y'all are robotic meat sacks put on earth with the Jezebel spirit as a battery, a Jezebel battery pack on you. You just operated by the evil spirits. No, y'all, no. We are still people as well, but we just think differently, y'all. Our minds, You know, a lot of narcissists are emotionally underdeveloped people, emotionally stunted people. We just are. That's how the mind of a lot of narcissists work, y'all. We're emotionally stunted, underdeveloped people. So a lot of times when you're like, you have to dumb down your way of thinking when you're trying to communicate yourself emotionally to a narcissistic person, y'all. You just have to. We emotionally dysregulate. Not only are we emotionally underdeveloped, we also emotionally dysregulated. Our emotions are all over the place, and we don't understand them, y'all. We don't like to feel them. The emotions are icky emotions. Emotions are icky for us, so we don't like to feel them at all. You see what I'm saying? That's why I just said, like, the more you try to dig deeper into the mindset of a narcissistic person, but like, the more you're gonna be confused. But Lee, isn't that what we're doing here? Yeah, you're kind of doing that here, but you're doing it for a release. And that's why I tell people, don't look at my stuff to try to stay in a relationship, because you're going to get more abused. If that narcissistic person that you're with is not working on themselves, you're just going to stay in this relationship, justify their actions because you watch my stuff, and then stay and get abused more. And then you somehow, some way, shape, or form, you end up blaming me. Lee, he is the Jezebel. I listened to Lee Hammock and I stayed in my relationship even though he told me not to. Even though he told me not to. Even though he said, hey, if you stay, you're going to get abused. I decided to stay and it's his fault. No, it ain't my fault. It is not my fault. I said, don't stay. I said, if you're getting abused, don't stay. You know what I mean? But under like that, we come from, like, I know a lot of people say narcissists are narcissistic people like myself. We like to think that we are logical. That's the disconnect right there. We like to think that we're coming from a place of logic and not emotions, but we are absolutely coming from a place of emotions. We just are. Because a lot of the stuff that we do is illogical. We think it's come from a place of logic, but it's illogical. We do a lot of stupid ass stuff based on our emotional state, which we don't like to feel. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the stuff that narcissistic people do, it comes from a place of just misplaced and misunderstood emotions that are within ourselves, dysregulated emotions that are within ourselves. That's where we come from. That's where it comes from, y'all. That's where it stems from. You know what I mean? So many people get caught up in these dynamics, trying to understand the inner workings of their mind, of a narcissist's mind, to stay with them. That's why a lot of people in my comment section, I want to hear your wife's perspective, Lee. How does she make it work with you? My wife cannot. I'm gonna end with this. My wife cannot help y'all. And that's why I keep telling you. My wife will tell you to leave. But Lee, that's hypocritical. She didn't leave because her husband has been in therapy for 6 years. He's been consistent from the beginning with therapy. What I say is what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? What I say is what I'm going to do. I've been consistent change behavior. But Lee, how do we know if we don't give them a chance? What have they done that's been consistent in their life so far, other than being consistently bad to you? What have they done with consistency for you in a good way, for themselves in a good way that benefits everybody else, not just benefits themselves? What have they done that's consistent with them? Like I said. Anyways, y'all, take this information to the mind. Hope it helps you out. Join the newsletter, like and subscribe for more. Mental Illness is out. Peace. What is going on, beautiful people? Thank you so much for making it to the end of my video, watching it all the way through, y'all. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, y'all. Turn on notifications so you don't miss a video and whatnot, and so we can help reach more people. Like I said in the beginning, the self-love brand is available. I have a self-love journal that's available on Amazon as well to help you rebuild that self-love. Lee Hammock, I Love Me, on Amazon and whatnot. Also do one-on-ones over Zoom and such as well, y'all. Like and subscribe for more. Mental Illness is out.